Back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show Express on SABC3 on this beautiful Heritage Day, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying every part of being proudly South African. We're doing something very unique today, aren't we?
We are making Ndebele-inspired napkins.
Yeah.
The perfect gift if you're going to someone for Heritage Day. You can someone make it vanaf now before you go. Or if you're going for a braai, you're going to someone's house and you want to make something. You don't want to just take the usual flowers or whatever you take when you go to a person's house. Make these gorgeous napkins.
A kind of way that you can bring the Ndebele people into your home, onto the table, you know, have a little feast with them, if you will. And it's actually very easy to make, right? What we need, let's just go through the ingredients of what we're going to be using over here, the ingredients, you want to call them that. What's that quickly?
This is transparent paper. It's transparent, so you won't be able to see it at home.
Acetate, as they call it.
Yep, that's it.
You can actually see it when the light reflects. You can actually see
it. Here we go.
You'll need some napkins that you're going to be using.
Or you can just take old fabric, recycled fabric. Have fun with it.
Yeah, exactly. What we have here, we have fabric paint. We've chosen a little copper color. Although, I mean, the Ndebele tradition usually very colorful. But we're using this copper colored one. That's going to be nicely standing out on our napkins. You need some paint brushes. Get some tape that you're going to be using to cut out your acetate with. You'll need that little cutter, very sharp object.
I think we stole this out of Michael Mole, Dr. Mole's doctor's bag.
This has undergone a couple of surgeries, I see. All right, cool. Anyway, so what you do is you find yourself a nice little picture that you'd like to use. And of course, you don't always just have to use Ndebele-inspired designs. It can be anything that kind of gets you going. And what we've done is we've chosen a picture, like this. For instance, you start over here. Get yourself a little picture that you want to cut out as your mold, right? What you then do is you take your piece of acetate. You would then, obviously you want to use as little of it as possible so you can use it again in the future. Place it on top of your A4 and just kind of measure out how much of it you will need. That you can kind of cut roughly, right? Once you've done that, you stick it onto your paper with the tape, right? Very easy. Now once you've gotten there, you can use a hard cutting board like we have over here. Place your paper there. Get your surgical skills out, and now you need to kind of make sure that you keep the frame of it there, because at the end you just want to pop out the little bits that are going to leave you with the space to paint on. Right, so I'll start, let's say for instance, cutting out over here. Gotta push really hard, make sure it gets through. Okay, obviously your hands has to be very steady. If they're not steady like mine, you can use a lacquered steel lineal like this one, and then work it like this.
And of course, if you're doing it at home, moms and dads, don't let the youngsters play with this on their own.
Yes. So you cut it open like that. So after doing that whole procedure, you get one that looks like this. Now, obviously, ours is a bit cutted because we've already used it.
Yeah, you were playing around with it earlier.
So after cutting all of those pieces, you'll actually just pop them out and you'll be left with one like that. What then?
Then you take your fabric, similar to what we've got there. So you choose. You can put it anywhere. This is your fabric. This is your design. If you want to put it everywhere, all over, you can do it.
Yes.
Or, like we're doing it, we're just putting it into the corners.
Yes, so it makes a nice little napkin.
Put it into the corner. We grab some of the paint.
Get a friend to help you to hold it steady, or you can just hold it yourself. It is a kind of a DIY, do-it-yourself project. So yeah.
Should I do it?
Yeah, you go right ahead. Okay. So you can either use any kind of technique. You can, brush it on, or you can dab it on. But be careful to just keep it in one place. Otherwise, you might just have a very funky-looking Ndebele design. And I don't know, you can go lightly or you can go very heavily.
No, you should go light. I'm trying to get us done in the time, but I know we can do this.
Go, girl, go. But after you've done this successfully, it should then come out looking as funky and as fresh and as cool as that.
This. And look we've tried different patterns.
Very nice. Now, if you're feeling very ambitious at home, you could try out something like this. Challenge yourself and try and make this on a napkin. That would really impress your friends. I think I'll try it after the show. Okay? Can I just do that?
Okay.
All right, so of course, lots of things that we are celebrating South African culture with, South African heritage with, and you've watched Shoreline.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, the first season, absolutely amazing.
Can't wait for the second season.
Yeah. Now, Peter Butler, who you know, the anchor presenter of the show, goes around with a little companion. He's a little trusted psychic called New Jack. But we've been wondering, how on earth does New Jack manage to keep his composure on camera and hit those links? One take wonders. How does he do it?
Let's find out.